Welcome to our daily mobility. Today we're working on our shoulders. First what we're going to do is a shoulder swimmer. So we're going to be laying face down on the ground for this one. Just going to start with our arm down by our side, thumb pointing down. We want to lift up as high as we can. Bring the hand straight up underneath, straight overhead, keeping that hand nice and high away from the floor. We don't want to let it drop down. And then we're just going to swim back down to our side, turning our hands so the thumb points down again. And we're just going to continue for 30 seconds. So lift up all the way through, keeping that arm nice and high away as we just swim back down to our side. Again, try to keep your breathing nice and steady through the movement. Focusing on the quality of each rep versus the quantity. Really working on that nice full range of motion. Okay, good. Let's switch sides. Same thing, opposite arm. Starting with that thumb pointing down, lift up. Keep that arm up nice and high away from the floor. And just breathe through. Nice big swim down. Okay, good. Next up, we're going to use a bench. You can do this right on the ground as well too. And then just a dowel or a broom handle, anything that you have. We want to go probably slightly wider and shoulder width apart with our arms. Cores engaged, so you can even keep your feet up to make sure that low back stays pushed into the floor. And then we're just going to bring our arms up into shoulder flexion up overhead. Come back up. Again, just trying to come as far overhead without letting that low back arch up off the bench. And we'll go for 45 seconds of work here. Again, keep that low back push down into the bench. Nice big squeeze in around the shoulder blades. Come back up over. Nice big deep breaths. Breathe out. Let that tension come out of the shoulders. Trying to actively use those muscles in the back of the shoulders, in around the shoulder blade, to try and pull those arms down towards the floor. Again, without letting those ribs or that low back arch. Nice, good. Okay. From there, we can still continue to use our dowel. We're going to go into a shoulder dislocation. So again, the wider we go with our hands, the easier it is to get our arms all the way up over. Closer we come together, more challenging that's going to be. So just find the right point for yourself. You may be limited with how wide your dowel is, whether you can get all the way around or not. But we're just trying to go. Again, even if your hands are closer together and you can only come so far back with it, that's okay. Just trying to work through it. Again, obviously the wider your arms come or hands come apart, the easier that is. The more we do it, the more we start to open up that shoulder joint, the easier this becomes as well. But just work through it as much as we can. Nice, good. Last one we're going to do is a lat dowel stretch. So using our dowel, if you don't have the dowel, again, you can, or it's not long enough, you can use a wall. But we just want to go arm fairly straight out from our shoulder joint. And then we're just going to push the hips back, dropping that chest down towards the ground. Start feeling a big stretch through the back of the shoulder, through the lat. And we're just going to hold that for 30 seconds on each side. So 30-second timer going. Again, arm relatively straight out. Push the hips back. And as you breathe through it, just try to feel yourself sink a little bit deeper into this stretch. Try to let all that tension out. Nice, good. Okay, we'll switch sides, same thing, opposite side. Again, just pushing those hips back, bringing that chest down towards the floor. Feeling that nice stretch all down through the back, in around that shoulder. Keeping your breathing nice and steady. And that's it. Awesome. Great job. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.